So hello, namaste, sat sri akal and kem cho to all our English learners. Today's episode is going to be one of its kind, where we will learn some fantabulous words in conversation with Regita
Hi, my name is Regita and I'm from Indonesia.
and Shubhi.
Hello, I'm Shubhi Srivastava from India.
So let's begin. Well, delighted to have you both on the show. So how are you doing today?
Very well, and I'm so excited for today's episode.
Same here. I can feel that we will amaze our learner today.
Absolutely, we're surely going to amaze them, Regita. So, you only tell me what's the longest word in English?
What is it? I don't know.
Well, I guess Regita needs to check our other videos on the channel. Just kidding, just kidding. So, in the interest of time, let's just quickly ask this question to our second guest for the day, that's Shubhi. So, what's your take on this?
I'm also not sure.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you know this. Okay, again, just in the interest of time, let me just answer this question for you. So, guys, it's smile. I know, this might sound a bit absurd to you, but why I said the longest word in English is smile is because there's a mile between the first and the last letter of the word smile.
Oh,
But I still think there would be some similarities, right? So,
I think very common similarity is about shaking their heads. Especially South Indians have this habit of shaking their heads while speaking, and North Indians also nod their head while listening, generally to show interest in the conversation, and it also gives an expression of yes while agreeing to someone.
as Shubhi has explained to you why Indians nod their head while talking, in Indonesia, we also do the same. But it's just less frequent, and most of the time we nod. We nod our head when we want to express that we are listening, we're paying attention to what you say. So yes, carry on, continue what you want to say. Meanwhile, shaking our head means disagreement. If you don't see the things the same way, or you just don't agree with it, you can shake your head. As you know, in English, we actually have a lot of ways to say no. For example, I'm afraid of, I don't think. This verbal expression considered more polite, but if you want to be more conversational and casual, you can just say nah while shaking your head.
wow, that was very common. But I still think there would be some similarities, right? So, Regita, can you point a few for us?
I believe it is music and movies. I personally think that Indian music and Indonesian music share similarities. For example, in Indonesia, we have musik dangdut, which melody can make us dance in no time. Isn't it the same with Indian music that entertain us in a way, making our body moves? I love listening to both Indian music and Indonesian dangdut because I can dance. Speaking of movies, movies speaks universal language. So in Indonesia, Bollywood movies is phenomenal. It is very popular because we can relate to the story, and it is super amazing. My favorite movie is still the Three Idiots with the songs All Is Well. The story is very mind-blowing and I am really into it. I even have a friend who have watched every single Bollywood movies. So we often talk about Shah Rukh Khan when we met.
And my recent favorite is Shakuntala Devi. Oh my god. Vidya Balan looks so good in that. What's your take on that, Shubhi?
Oh, it's a great movie, and every conversation of Indians is so filmy, obviously inspired by the Bollywood, that our day is so incomplete if we don't get to hear any one dialogue. I have few of my favorite dialogues like टेंशन लेने का नहीं देने का, and there is one more dialogue, बड़े बड़े शहरों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं. And also there is a dialogue by Amitabh Bachchan. He says about English only, I can talk English, I can walk English, because English is a very funny language.
It's so amazing to know that people of two countries love something that is common and bridges the gap between them. Okay, so let's now just divert our attention from similarities to differences. And just to begin with, let's have your take on this, Regita. What do you think are the major differences between the two countries, India and Indonesia?
First and foremost is religion and culture. Well, I want to say that most people think Indonesia is an Islamic country. While it is true that we have Muslim as the majority, but government actually acknowledge other religions including Protestantism, Catholicism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and Confucianism. In this diversity, we respect and we stand for freedom of worship for everyone in this country. We find it very essential. It is, right?
Wow, even I didn't know this.
About the language, in Indonesia, we have 700 languages used in daily basis, including dialect and local language. I know it is a lot and you don't have to master it all. You can use Bahasa Indonesia because it is our national language and everyone understands Bahasa Indonesia. Or you can use English. English is still widely spoken by the locals. It is growing now in Indonesia and I hope it will grow better.
That's absolutely true, and I think English being a widely spoken language is also a common characteristic between the two countries, India and Indonesia. Am I right in saying this, Shubhi?
Absolutely. I think being a nation with second most English speakers, Indians love to preserve their culture and are very much attached towards it. Over the centuries, there has been a fusion of different cultures like Hindus, Muslims, Jains, Sikhs, and various other tribal groups. India is a birthplace of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, and all other religions. They are collectively known as Indian religions. And about the languages, India recognizes 23 official languages that are spoken in different parts of the country. Besides Sanskrit, it includes 21 modern languages like Assamese, Bodo, Dogri, Bangla, and you have Telugu, Malayalam, Maithili, Hindi, Urdu, like that.
For sure. I mean, I don't think any country can beat India in terms of the vast religions that are followed here and the multiple languages that are spoken. I even heard that the dialect changes after every 50 miles. Is it true?
Absolutely. It is very true that once you are in India, you will notice that even if the language is same, after every 50 miles, dialect changes.
Oh my god, this is so amazing to hear. I mean, I'm totally impressed by what you said. And I should come back to you on this topic, Shubhi. So for time being, let's just have what Regita has to say on this topic. So Regita, what according to you are the major differences between the two countries?
You know what is very important for me? It's food. Really, I love eating and I love going around trying new places to eat. And still, my favorite food for Indonesian food is sambal korek. It is super spicy and it is the best company for every meal. And yes, most of Indonesian food has a lot of spices in it, so it can be too hot for you. But don't worry, if you don't like spicy food, you can try gudeg, because gudeg is sweet and delicious. You should try it when you visit Indonesia.
I will definitely, as I also love spices. So what do you think, Shubhi?
I too love spicy food. You know, we eat at least 5 meals a day and at least 3 of them are main course. We love chai, milk tea. And yes, every Sunday is definitely a chole bhature day. We love samosas, pakoras, noodles, spring rolls and paranthas. And yes, everything has a potato in it. So potatoes are love for us. We usually go for weekend drives on highway dhabas, small eateries, and enjoy our day like that.
That sounds so romantic, huh? Well, okay, let's just jokes apart. I think our English learners learned a lot about both the countries, and it was a complete pleasure to have you both on the show. So let's just meet soon, and I hope our users are going to master the English language by watching your videos. Thank you for being on our show.
Thank you. It was great knowing about the similarities and differences between India and Indonesia. And yes, I'm definitely going to try sambal korek if it's available somewhere near my place.
Yeah, you should try it. And I will also try to make strele bathung. Is it how to pronounce it? I hope I pronounced it right. Anyway, it looks very delicious, so I'm gonna try it. Thank you for today's discussion. It is really great.
Alright guys, thank you so much for being our viewer. Keep watching our videos, subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to share this video with your friends and family. Till then, keep smiling and keep safe.